as far as Prime Minister's visit to Bhutan is concerned. Those pictures coming in as he arrived a short while back on his two-day visit to the neighboring state of Bhutan, where he was given a ceremonial welcome, a guard of honor that was accorded to him at the Paro airport. And now bringing you the latest visuals coming in from Bhutan. He will also be calling upon the Bhutanese king, and there is a warm welcome also being accorded by the Indians there in Bhutan, who are welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that's a rousing welcome. All right, so very warm welcome and a rousing welcome for Prime Minister Narendra Modi amongst the Indian fraternity. They are also present. Abhishek Kapoor, our executive editor, is with us. Abhishek, as far as the Prime Minister is also concerned, he tweeted a short while back saying that reached Bhutan a short while ago, marking the start of an important visit. I'm extremely grateful to the Prime Minister of Bhutan for welcoming me at the airport. His gesture is deeply touching. He was also accorded a guard of honor, and you can see those visuals there all round as far as he was making his way from the airport to inside the city. You have all the Bhutanese nationals there with the Indian flag and Bhutan's flag welcoming the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Abhishek Kapoor with us to give us more details. What really is on the agenda? Neighborhood first policy being followed up by Narendra Modi, our Indian Prime Minister. What's more in store? Abhishek.
Well, Amita, there would be a lot of things in terms of MOUs and projects. Remember, Bhutan, almost 70% of Bhutan's budget is supported by India. I remember that in 2014, when Prime Minister had traveled and made it Bhutan his first stopover in terms of his foreign policy, there were a lot of projects that were signed. Many of them have come for completion, and Prime Minister would be inaugurating a few of them. Mangdechu Power Purchase Agreement has to be signed, and Sankosh Power Plant hydropower unit has to be inaugurated, and then some other projects. I remember in 2014, for example, the Supreme Court building of Nepal that had come up with Indian assistance was inaugurated by Prime Minister. He would be addressing children at the Royal Bhutan University, which is a prestigious university in Bhutan. But of course, this is not just about these projects. India and Bhutan share a very broad and large spectrum relationship, which covers the strategic areas, which covers the people-to-people cultural contacts, historical narrative, and let's not forget there is a dragon in the room in terms of China's presence, and this is Prime Minister's first visit after the Doklam incident in 2017. So you would believe that everything would be discussed in Prime Minister's engagements with the top establishment of Bhutan, beginning with the King and the King of Bhutan and the Prime Minister Lotte Tshering. Nice vibes between the two leaders. Prime Minister Tshering actually wrote a blog just 2 days back mentioning about Prime Minister's book on exam warriors, as in Prime Minister's thoughts on how children should prepare for exams, and the larger cultural context of India and Bhutan sharing historical Buddhist heritage. So you can expect that with this visit over the next day and a half, Prime Minister would not just be underscoring neighborhood first policy, because remember, as in the first term, he made Bhutan his first pit stop. He did it with Maldives this time. It's about a larger projection of India as a nation that takes care of its neighborhood, east or west, and stands by them, and not just in their hour of need and otherwise also. So those 2 days would see Prime Minister engaging at all levels of Bhutanese establishment and the society, and of course underscoring India's presence as a friend and partner in all present and future endeavors. So as I said, the projects are a very small component of the larger relationship. It's much bigger and broader, and Prime Minister in his 2 days would just be underscoring that.
And especially when it comes to the neighborhood first policy, we have seen that Prime Minister visiting Sri Lanka earlier, and thereafter Maldives as well, but it was not a neighbor to say, but the warm relations that India has been sharing with our neighbors. What exactly is the significance of this Bhutan visit, Abhishek? Well, as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, and we'll tell our viewers in detail the pictures that you see on your television screens, and ever since the red carpet welcome for the Prime Minister and the guard of honor that was accorded to him at the Paro airport there, and waving the Indian tricolour and the Bhutanese flag, people lined up, especially children, along the route from Paro to the capital city of Thimphu to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And there he is on your television screens in the city there, where he was also given a rousing welcome by the Indian fraternity there. Chants of Modi Modi and Bharat Mata Ki Jai that could be heard all along, and his interaction with children, where Prime Minister Modi is very well known for that, his connect with children. Well, that is visible there, as he will also be interacting with them. Now, today for the day on his agenda will be where he is expected to sign 10 at least memorandum of understanding and several other inaugural projects also that will be taken up between the two countries.